Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Now we had another massive, big, huge Kabam live stream with some good, with some bad, with some hype, and obviously with endless amounts of extra monetization for MCOC. So be nice, do not scream at Kabam that they want to make some money and suck you dry, because obviously they are business. What are they supposed to do? They're not charity. Get good or pay up. Anyways, Tooth and Claw Saga is done. Blade Chase, Blade's gonna be available by end of the month, basically. New Twitch drops and new Twitch drop plan, which probably is gonna warrant its own separate video. Carina challenges are still ongoing. Act 9.4 and the new progression title is coming. We have 9.4 rewards. We have some champion showcases and all of the other bunch of stuff to discuss. So we have new set of Twitch drops with this observance currency now that we can earn towards the Thor Ragnarok. Tooth and Claw incursions, do not forget to do those. James Foster's Hammer Toss, obviously still ongoing. It's the yesterday's April 1st kind of fool's joke. I did find it funny though, because they kind of said, oh, well, this is just April Fool's type of quest. This was the best side quest that they did in like half a year, dude. It's like, if that is what it takes, then, you know, take every April 1st, make April 1st every month. Because, yeah, something that they made as a joke was infinitely better than that stupid Dance Dance Revolution or dumbed down MCOC Poker or what else not. So, that kind of shows me that they're a bit out of touch, but okay, whatever. Let's move on. Back issues are being removed. Remember that you only have like 6 days to farm those revives in the Spidey variant if you want to do that. We have new saga with the dumbest name ever. It was called like Pump It Up or something like that. So sure enough, let's go. So from April to June, we're gonna have Saga Chase Champion, which you're gonna reveal in this video in a little bit. Saga themed double track champion, Saga sale, Saga themed meta rewards, Saga themed raids, Alliance War encounter, and the rest of the stuff with Saga. So, don't care. Story so far, who cares? Like, I'm not Kabam Vincent. Read it yourself if you can. Pump it up, Saga Chase champion. So, America Chavez is going to be the Saga Chase champion, and Kabam's transitioning from giving that champion just to you to also offering like Ascension level. So, this is going to be not only your chance to get America Chavez, because just about everybody already has America Chavez. This is going to be your chance to assign her. However, here is the big first note point that I wrote, and I do make physical notes because I am old at this point. People do call me Unk just about every stream, but I will effectively try and show you. The first thing that I wrote down for this note is very big fuck. Why do I have a reaction like that to this? Because so far, Saga Chase Champions have worked in a very simple way. If you are a free-to-play player, you can get the 7-star, you can't get it awakened. Ultimately, through an awakening gem, or if you have that champion already, then, you know, you can get the same champion as a whale. How it is going to work now is different, because we're working for Ascension, and if you're a poor peasant, then unfortunately you only got Ascension level 1. Now, if you are a mega giga chad with some crypto in your bank account and excess money to spend on MCOC, then you can get her to Ascension level 2. That means that starting now, basically, even the Saga Chase champions will be tiered based on your real life financial situation, which is the first time ever. So if you're poor, your America Chavez is going to be Ascension level 1. If you are born with a silver spoon up your ass, or have been very fortunate in your life and worked very hard, by the way, I'm not making any assumptions here, but either way, you can get America Chavez to level 2. So that is changing, and I'm definitely not a big fan of it, because it generally has created this second-class and third-class citizens, even much more so than Kabam ever did before. Which is, if I'm quite honest, like, this is the Ascension, like, and again, I need to make another video with Ascension, is the signal to me to just stop trying. Because this is too fucking much. We have our peasant base pool, because only whales can ascend the new champions. We have the Saga Chase champions, which again is going to be the peasant tier and the whale tier in terms of how much you can ascend. and it's just fucked up at this point. So to me, you know, I'm gonna play and I'm gonna do things, but you know, I'm just gonna take it a lot more laid back. Anyways, event quest updates, and this is coming in May. So we're gonna have adaptive EQ difficulty. So if the EQ is too difficult for you, you can lower the level of difficulty for yourself. And if you want harder one, there's gonna be elder difficulty coming for the event quest quite shortly as well. We finally will get the classic difficulty skip, but not this month, because evidently removing the classic difficulty requirement is a 10-month job. I think it is perfectly reasonable timeline. I have never doubted Kabam, and I genuinely do think that for the past 10 months there has been a team of developers actively working, trying to figure out how to let us not do the classic event difficulties, and finally we are seeing the fruits of their labor, and only in, you know, short month or so, we are finally going to be able to play the monthly event quest without doing the classic difficulty first, which again I am sure was a completely justified timeline, and Kabam dedicated significant amount of resources and development time to make it happen. I for never have thought that it is something that one person could have done in a week if they wanted to, or less. So there you go. And stronger reward clarity, sure. We have update quest boss battles. They're going to be more simple without any extra nodes, which is fair enough. I don't think it's massive change to that. April event quest end time. This is a fair warning. April event quest will end up a few days earlier, so Kabam can implement this change. So do not leave this till the very last minute. Be ready for that. That event quest will go away a few days earlier, so you know, try and do it as early as you possibly can. Battlegrounds formats, basically they're not going to be doing the disappearing health for now. However, updated scoring format for season 38 only to not give points for attacker health remaining. It's still one of the dumbest things that I have read from whoever the fuck, but season 38 for now on will be christened the recoil season. There you go. Essentia updates. Essentia is now all been live in all game modes. Sure, we all know that. 76-day Essentia event. You guys see it in the game already. That is gonna give us like 57k total Essentia. But the important bit there is that there is a new game mode coming, new permanent game mode that is going to be true to MCOC core or something like that. So it's not going to be a Dance Revolution. But effectively, in 2.5 months, we can expect a new permanent game mode in the game. Right, so Essential Solo event, we already covered that. Mass Selector update. Now, this is a W. Now, here I have nothing to really kind of whinge about, but basically, we will be able to mass open and select in the selectors. So if we, like, you know, open 10 or 15 of the same selector, we're going to be able to note the quantities. So, there you go. That is nice. That is very, very, very nice. Right. Ring the Bell. It's also going to be a new side quest, new kind of little side quest thing for a couple of weeks, where we're basically going to be kind of playing in a boxing ring in a sense, where we're going to have to build up vigor, effectively get opponent to 0 health, and then knock them down, as in knock them out of the ring. Additionally, you will not be able to use a level 3 within the ring because there are no special 3s allowed. So it's kind of like a new take on it. Effectively, you know, I think these type of things are fine. I don't mind them. They're neat, nifty little things. So sure, I again think they are absolutely irrelevant to the grand scheme of the problems in the game. But games are supposed to be fun. So if this is, and I hope it is, then I'm all for it. So off the top rope, there's also going to be a 2-week solo event involving Battlegrounds and Arena, where we can get rope selectors, and then we're going to earn emotes, crystals, catalysts, stuff like that. So that's also coming next month. Solo Coliseum is returning. I think they're renaming it into something dumb, like Apex Coliseum or whatever. I swear to God, sometimes they just want to be like edgy or some shit. I don't know, whatever. Solo Coliseum is coming back under a different name. Round 2 begins on April 8th. new prompt node. So instead of mediums and lights, we're going to have to use heavies or strikers within that timer after 5 bars. And we'll see how that works out. It could be a bit more problematic managing your striker power, but we'll see how that works out. Right. Alliance Coliseum is coming back. It's going to be gentle. I am quite sure I'm not going to like this node. But there's going to be a Stellar Forge piece in the Solar Coliseum, Stellar Forge piece in the Alliance Coliseum as well. So here we can see the tags for each day. Unfortunately, Kabam has made no change to Alliance Coliseum. It's still squished in the 3-day period, which is my biggest issue. 1 second. There you go. And let's move on further. We have Thor Ragnarok Start Chase that has started now. People are watching me record this video live and earning the observance tokens, and here's how it's going to work. New chase items observance, exchange for buffed 7-star Thor Ragnarok. You're going to need like, what, 50 of these? Kabam sent everybody 20 for free in mail, plus we could earn some in the stream today, but basically we're going to have to watch and earn these drops for a couple of months in order to be able to get this Thor Ragnarok and eventually him ascended and so on and so forth. Twitch drops themselves are changing, and now the drops will be open to all the weeks, but in few different weeks CCPs will also get exclusive drops. I will cover this in a completely separate video, but to answer people in this stream as well, right now this week all the possible drops that exist are available on my channel when you are watching my streams as well. There is no such thing as CCP exclusive drops this week. That is only going to be in the next week, when it's going to be split in between regular peasants and the privileged class. So anyways, feature rewards throughout the month is going to be observance, 7-star rank up gems and 6 stones, empowered and other champion crystals, awakening gem crystal shards. We still have no details on Thor Ragnarok aside from his changed art. And spring cleaning, it's going to be called Deadpool's deadlift. You will be able to buy 1 full rank 5 in tier 5 alpha in this event. You're likely going to have to whale out like $500-600 for it. But it's going to feature greater empowered crystals, Ascension tokens for Deadpool, first appearance 7-star Deadpool, other stuff. You will be able to partake in this event for free to a degree as well, like we have in recent years. Because starting April 2nd, as in today, there's going to be a supply drop that's going to give you the free weights, which is the currency for this event. And then starting April 9th, there's going to be Fightful Deadpool's Amazement solo event where you can collect some of that. And claim more free weights on the web store. I think that is going to be launching at some point too. We don't know exactly when, but you effectively will be able to earn 2 million free Deadpool's weights. Take a screenshot from this. And if you do get the 2 million free milestone, 2 million free weights, you will be able to get Human Torch, Red Guardian, Craven, or other event champions for free. So for many people, you will have the great opportunity to get Human Torch or Red Guardian for free, basically, if that is what you choose to do so. But do not miss the free weights. Again, this is going to be a separate video at some point over the weekend that we will discuss. And let's move on further. Malcolm's of Champions getting a 350th champion, which is going to be a Ruby Thursday. And I must say, like, she didn't look bad, but I think the animation team kind of did miss a bit here. Like, I swear to God, it looks like she has just tied a brick around her head and is swinging around. It's kind of like, I don't know, it reminds me of a lady bashing somebody with a handbag that's tied to her head. I don't know, like, she can do like 8 tentacles. Why is she doing 1? Like, out of all of the hair attack champions, I know it's not hair, but out of all of these champions, she kind of, I don't know, I don't love it. But ultimately, she's a tech champion, and she doesn't crit, she inflicts ruptures, and she kind of is a little bit similar to Vox with the disintegrations, where level 2 does more damage the longer that one passive is active, and it gets activated once, you know, how you use your level 1. So I don't know. I hope she's good. I really like the character. I do really hope she's a good champion. Again, I'm not. To me personally, I don't think the animation team hit it out of the park this time around. But doesn't crit, inflicts instant rupture instead, immunity to delirium, reduces neuroshock, inflicts suppression, gains auto block passive after her special attack, which is a defensive utility, which is something to be wary of. Reduces true accuracy, sense strike, ability accuracy by 100. And yeah, that big burst damage there. So we'll see how well she works out when the deep dive comes. And guess what? Dr. Bong is real. So this was like a nice misdirect from Kabam. I need to give them credit where credit is due, because in past they have made these like, you know, joke champions and didn't add them to the game. And this time they did. So great job, Kabam, I suppose. But yeah, Dr. Bong is going to be a skilled champion, and he's going to be bonging things up. And the point is going to be effectively to try and drop the heavy attacks after your specials once you have the heavy proficiency passive, and then you're going to be doing like bursts and quite a bit of damage. And obviously he will purify a bunch of debuffs. So against champions like Photon, for instance, he has the panic, so he can bypass the miss, and then you can do stuff like that. So I'm not gonna lie, because it doesn't even look bad. It genuinely doesn't even look like a bad champion. So I hope he's good. I really do. But yeah, so the point of this is going to be that you want to bang your hand against the opponent. So immune to power sting and nullify. Really loves to purify debuffs, especially non-damaging debuffs. Gains guaranteed crit passives, gains rebirth buffs, also gains heavy proficiency buffs, inflicts panic, countering evade and miss. Gains Bong buff on his special 3, lots of fun, lots of big heavies. And reversal on combo ending attack, so he has a little bit of defensive utility there as well. Right, moving further, Bong is also going to be the double track champion. So double track event is getting a very big update. There's going to be Elder Selectors, so the new progression level when you get the 9.4 completion and have 3 rank 5 7 stars. They are going to get rewards bump immediately, and that is going to be reflected in this double track already. Dr. Bong is going to be the double track champion. Also, Blade Stellar Forge is going to be available in April. All the pieces will be made available. We do have his abilities, and I must say again, I initially when I watched this video, I thought they kind of did a good job or decent job, but I had the same initial reaction with the Star-Lord. And immediately after I started thinking, and I realized that I think they butchered Blade as well. Because what was like the best thing about Blade's Danger Sense? It was ability accuracy reduction, right? Well, that's gone. That's been replaced with atrophy. So he gains Danger Sense against #gods and cosmic champions. And when his Danger Sense activates or is active, he gains atrophy 50%. So it's not even like a massively potent atrophy. He gains 50% atrophy, but they have completely taken away the ability accuracy reduction. There are some things, obviously, that are better than it was. For instance, Degen instead of bleeds, the fact that he can activate his Danger Sense against any opponent with a level 1 if they are degening, and you can power steal the opponent. So we'll see how it works out. But again, to me, it sounded like they took away most of his utility, I'm not gonna lie. Because the ability accuracy reduction was like the biggest part of the Blade in many instances. So we'll see how it works out. Maybe it's good, because he still has the same power gain, he still has regional block. Now he has some power steal from the opponent with the level 2. You know, we'll see how it works out, basically. But no ability accuracy reduction is kind of a big caveat here. I think that we need to be aware of. So, swap the bleed for Degen effects, Danger Sense against cosmic champions and gods, also against any champion with a special 1 inflicted with 3 degenerations. Danger Sense inflicts 50% atrophy and gives you attack. Special 1 inflicts torment to enhance degen, special 2 power steals. Stun when activating is special at 3 bars of power, gains power when near degening and block regen. So, I don't know, maybe it works out. I hope it does. I really do. But on a base level, myself, I kind of explained my stance on all of these Stellar Forge champions. To me, they're effectively the stepping stones to the final boss. Like, you know, Deathless Thanos is great. Everything before that was kind of mid. And so far, I think the same thing is going to happen with Stellar 4 champions, where I'm not particularly fussed if any of these champions kind of suck, because I look at them as, you know, as one key in order to unlock the Doom. So we'll see. I hope he's good, though, because Blade's cool. Magic, Chase for Magic still continuing, obviously. And Kabam did this whole speech about Ascension, where they not once mentioned the monetization aspect of it, but fine, effectively. Kabam's gonna keep throwing the empowered tiny crystals at you, like 180 of those a month, so that should approximately get you 1.5 ascended 7-star champions per month, and they think that's gonna be good enough. They did not mention any potential plan for enabling non-mega spenders to the Deathless She-Hulk. And I mean, Deathless She-Hulk is good twice a year or 3 times a year, but she's not great for competitive game modes. Fine, I'll give you Deathless She-Hulk either way. She's kind of fine, but she's not also a meta champion. Anyways, back to the point here. So the meta is evolving. I honestly, I just think Kabam's kind of smoking their own farts too much here. Like, they did not mention the heavy levels of monetization here. They did not mention any plan to make Ascension kind of like more available without wailing up a crap ton. And they just said, oh, we're listening to it, but we need to take our time adjusting to it or something like that. So, you know, I'm sure that everybody at this point is already having their opinion of Ascension. I'm sure that everybody has seen at least 58, you know, content creators leave the game because of Ascension, and untold amounts of other people. So, hey, I mean, like, I hope they do well here. But again, the thing that they, for instance, did just now with America Chavez is just another nail in the coffin for me and my desire to ever spend on the game any meaningful amount of money, because it just doesn't matter anymore. Right. So there's still a bit more Ascension talk. I'll leave it at that. The big thing is that there will be another collective stream coming this month. It is going to be April 17th, I believe. And collectives effectively will be kind of like universal synergies that effectively will give you more health, attack, or any other specific benefits based on your champion collection in your roster. So they're going to explain it in a separate dedicated stream, but I'm sure it's going to be a fairly mixed bag and fairly controversial here as well. We'll see how they implement it, though. So Carina challenges, we have 2 left. We're going to have the Epoch Gauntlet here, where it's going to be all of the fights in one go, plus Ares. We're going to have heroes and villains. And we're going to have some fantastic rewards for the Epoch Gauntlet here. You're going to get a profile picture and 1 gold. So I kind of expected that, though, because, you know, otherwise Kabam would have been too nice, too good. But yeah. So every fight on 1 long fast, 5 champion team, no class gates, no trap nodes, no choice nodes, just the Epoch fights. So I will be working on a team for that over the weekend, hopefully. And as soon as it goes live, I will be jumping right in on it. So do not miss that. Subscribe, hit that follow button. You're going to be able to see it here. And we also have the animations for Carina. One second, I think this is a video, but it's quite slow. And she's going to be the 9.4 boss. We do not have the full abilities of her, but I'm sure they're going to do a fine job. Like, here's the one thing, like, I generally don't think ever how or don't tend to give Kabam much crap about these boss fights, because I do think they do a very good job. I do think vast majority of the special boss fights in the game are good, are fun. I like them, I enjoy them. I don't necessarily, you know, do them perfectly, but unless they make my phone lag and explode, I am perfectly happy with them. I think Kabam overall does a good job with, you know, Behemoth, the Glycan, and, you know, all of these other corrupted champions, Cerastes and whatnot. They're fun and interesting fights. So I'm sure this is like one area in the game where I do have faith in Kabam and the graphics department, I suppose. But yeah, there will be multiple versions of Carina. The interesting thing is going to be that in the final quest, we're going to have to fight Carina 3 times, like a regular quest. And then there's going to be one path where we're going to have to fight Carina 3 times consecutively as well. So that should be quite interesting. But we're gonna have to basically build up chrono corruption on her and then push her at level 2. Right. Other than that, 9.4 seems to be quite similar. Now, the rewards part, and I'm not gonna lie. The initial reaction from most people in the rewards department has not been the most gracious, because first and foremost, these are 9.4 rewards, right? And there is not a whiff of tier 5 alpha in here. So that doesn't seem nice, but okay, fair enough, because these are just 9.4 rewards. We're gonna have Act 9 rewards. So there's like some tier 7 basics, some tier 4 alphas, some time shots, you know, the regular thing. To be honest, like I'm not gonna lie, it's nothing kind of crazy exciting. There's also going to be a blade piece to people who explore 9.4 within 1 month. So this is going to be like one of the crucial pieces to collect. It's only, sorry, complete, not explore, in order to get this piece. And here are going to be the exploration rewards. And I kind of take an issue with here, with some very juicy rewards, because there's going to be a 4 to 5 gem, which is awesome, which we knew is going to be there, which is great. And then it's 25% of tier 5 alpha fragments, which I do kind of take a problem with, to be honest. Like, it doesn't seem like a great amount. And you know, the rest of the stuff, sure, there's a couple of empowered crystals, 7-star Nexus Statcast relics, sure, some Titan crystal and some Titan Nexus, Gen 6 stones, all that stuff's fine. But I don't know. I want them. I will be running through them, but I can't say that I got like super hyped for the rewards. There's gonna be a rank 5 rank up gem crystal, basically all I gather from it. The rest of the stuff is like obviously good, useful. I'll put it to good use, but yeah, I don't know. There's not even that much rank materials. There's like a 3 to 4 gem crystal and 4 to 5. Couldn't they put like 3 or 4? You know, 3 to 4 gems. Why not? Like what is a good reason not to let us, you know, broaden the roster to a previous progression level? Because, you know, rank 4s are not the end all be all of the game anymore. Anyways, then something just happened that is fixed. Obviously, Elder difficulty is going to be available starting from that point. So I have 3 rank 5 7-star champions. So Carina challenges, and Act 9.4 gives you 2. Everything else that we have done in the game so far should have given you 1. So you are able to be Elder as a free-to-play from day 1, which I do think Kabam did quite a good job. And this time around, Elder will immediately get some good benefits. Like updated 4-hour crystal and daily crystal, Elder progression adaptive EQ tuning, Elder progression offers and tier rewards, Elder progression Twitch drop tuning, Elder progression login calendar for May, and updated crystals for Elder summoners. So Elder will immediately get you some benefits. So you do want to become Elder as quickly as possible. And yeah, so first available blade in April, sure, we know that, and sure, that's whatever. And then there's the motion comic, and nothing else too interesting. So that's it. Stream recap done. So again, some good, some bad, some mixed bag. I do think there are quite a few things I will want to discuss separately. Because yeah, I am still extremely uneasy about the direction of the game, especially surrounding Ascension and, you know, so-called peasant tiering of Ascension. But let me know what you guys think. I do, however, look forward to Act 9.4, Alliance Coliseum, a few other things. So at the very least, regardless of anything else, we're gonna have plenty to do. See you soon, guys. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the